All right, guys. I've now ran a couple of battery packs through it. The first battery pack was from one of my old Losis, the 92.0, the 92, the Mini 2.0. Anyway, yeah, so it wasn't quite as quick. It's that car's probably about 2-3 years old. So I got this new battery charged up, and it made a world of difference. Overall, this truck is absolutely amazing. Since I've never driven one before, I thought, that rear suspension would be something that's, they talk about, but in the Lomi stuff, like they said, it works good. Even with the tires getting wet with the snow, getting all bunched up there with, we have a lot of sand around here, so wet sand, stuff like that. It's still got tons of traction over the ramps around the little course that I had. I love how it is actually light in the front, so when you do go over a jump, it doesn't fall flat on its face. It just does a nice little catwalk if you hit it just correctly. It corners really, really well. The paddles do a really, really nice job, and overall, I'm really, really pleased. Now, runtime, I think I'm getting probably about 10 minutes, which I don't think it's bad for an 800 or. Is it an 800 milliamp battery? No, I think it's the smaller one. Let's take a look here. Actually, I got one charging right up here, so 650 milliamps. So 10 minutes on 650, and I was running at 100%. I did try the, 50, 75, and 100, and I definitely like the 100%. The thing I do find weird is the reverse doesn't engage very hard. So if you're stuck in anything that's quite thick, this or that, I don't think reverse is actually going to pull you out. And after the first run, what I decided to do, I found that the back end was sagging a little bit. So I took my calipers and I dropped them down 16 millimeters. So that's from the collar to the top of the shock, and that made a huge difference. So now it wasn't bottoming out. It wasn't just kind of bop. And it pops right back up, which is nice, and it did a fantastic job. Inside the cover, I'm pretty impressed. There's no dirt inside or sand inside, so that's nice. The motor is warm to touch. It's certainly not scalding or anything like that, so it's definitely geared properly. And pretty much with this wide open throttle the whole time, it runs nice and cool as far as I'm concerned. And as for the servo, I don't think there's really any need for an upgrade. It does everything it needs to. I mean, there is a Metal Gear one coming out, so if you wanted to do that, but I think for the bashing I'm doing, I think it does a pretty good job. They've done an amazing work on this, replicating it and making it look like the older ones. And yeah, I'm really glad that I got it. One thing I did find going over it, I always check the wheel nuts and stuff like that too, that if you take a look at the shock here, so I can focus in on that a bit. So maybe this is nice and tight. This one here was not. It actually flip-flopped back and forth. So I just took it off, put a rubber O-ring on that, and that tightened it right up. Otherwise the shock would be going click, 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 click the whole time. So now the big job of cleanup, which I certainly don't mind doing on any of these vehicles, and since this is so small, it it won't take very long at all. Anyway, overall, I think it's a great buy. You get some of the vintage feel, and I turned 49 this month, so it's pretty cool to go back and feel that. This doesn't feel like kind of like a modern car, and I didn't know if I could actually feel the difference or not, but I definitely can. Now I do run a lot of Tamiyas and stuff like that, so but it feels a lot. The suspension is amazing compared to all the old school Tamiyas that I build and drive. So all in all, I think this is one of the best handling RCs I probably have when it comes to the kind of the 1/10 scale and stuff like that. Especially when it comes into the Tamiya area. When I get into my HPIs and other Losis and stuff like that, I mean, it doesn't really, it handles a lot like this. Anyway, so now I'm just mumbling on, so I will let you go. If you're interested in this vehicle and you think you're going to like it, or you like the looks of it, just go ahead and buy it. overall, I mean, it comes with a complete package, so all you have to do is just put the batteries in and charge them up and go, and you're all set. Yeah, I've already put a couple packs through, just charging up, waiting for the next battery so I can go on out. Tomorrow we're supposed to get a massive snowstorm, and it's supposed to be they're saying 10 to 15 centimeters worth of snow. So, well, at least I got to enjoy it while I can. This is a birthday gift to me, so happy birthday to me, and an amazing drive. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later, and thanks for watching. Bye.